Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I am super excited today. I have, Crafty Cat has become couture. It's very fabulous. And so I have joined Chalk Couture as an independent designer. And so I have a website, www.chalkcouture.com, and this is all lower cases, / Crafty, which is capitalized, cat is capitalized, and couture. So Crafty Cat Couture /. So I'll put a link down below, but just in case you want to see this, here it is. So yes, I have joined as an independent designer, and so I have never ever done this before, so you're probably going to think I'm insane. But I had a friend, we went to an Oktoberfest party this weekend, and she had all these adorable signs hanging all over her house, and she even had like her microwave done, and her refrigerator and all kinds of things. Her mirrors in her bathrooms were all decorated. And so we got talking about it because I'm clearly interested in anything to do with crafting. And so I came home and looked up some stuff on YouTube, and I just decided I'm going to do that because that looks really fun. So I got my kit today. That's why I'm going to do it with you. So if I mess up, I guess we'll mess up together, because that's just, that's just how I'm going to do it. And so I got all my little stencils and things, and so what it is, it's like silk screening for t-shirts. I'm going to turn this light a little bit because it's kind of, wow. And so they look like regular stencils, but they're not. There's a little tiny, thin, super thin screen in between, so it makes just a really smooth texture. It really does look like chalk painting, but like way easier, because I can do a lot of crafty things, but lettering is not my thing. I cannot do lettering. So, and it's not just lettering. There's a whole lot of other stuff too, because you can see they have really cute little designs and things like this. And you get this kit for $99 if you want to be a designer, and it's a $240 value. So it comes with all these silk screens. I can do hard things, and just all, and these all come apart. It's not all one piece. I mean, you could do it as one piece, but it all comes apart. So they're a lot like stencils. It's just that they have that screen in between. That's why it's more like a silk screen. And it comes with the chalk paste, and there's white. And I just opened this, so this is all new to me too. I did see her daughter do it. My friend's daughter did a little example for us, and so I was just hooked immediately without even doing it. There's a squeegee, and gray, it's storm, sorry I'm not even telling you the correct names, bright white, couture teal, this one is called candy apple, and the green is garden herb. So those are the ones that come with your starter kit, but they have tons of colors, and I'll show you real quick in the catalog. Like, here's an example of one that's all done, and so it's in a frame, and the kit comes with this frame. It's right here. So you can see here's the chalkboard part, but you don't have to do it on chalkboard. You can do it on really anything that you can think of. And that's why I liked it so much, because you can of course do the chalkboards, but you can also, let me find a spot here. There's like the doormat done, and a lot of these ones are going to be permanent. If you do it on a slick surface, it will wash off with water if you just use the chalk paste. If you use the ink, it's going to be permanent, and I don't know tons yet, and as I learn more I'm going to share it with you guys. But if you do it on like a plate or a cup or something like that, you bake it and then it's permanent. But if you just do it on glass or a chalkboard, you can wipe it off. So what that means is you could make a sign, wipe it off, like you could make one for Thanksgiving, wipe it off, make one for Christmas, wipe it off, make one for New Year's, whatever, however you want to do it. But you can also do fabric, like there's a throw pillow that's done. And this is like burlap canvas type look. and that's done. So that would be permanent. You know, clearly you're not going to be able to get it off of there. And you use the ink for the things that are fabric, so that's definitely permanent. You can do it on metal. And like I said, she had her mirrors done, her microwave, the front of her microwave. You can do like little onesies for kids, tote bags. Just, I mean, really anything that you can think of, you could do it on. And since I am a paper crafter, that's going to be my mission. And they did do it on paper right there. So definitely can do it on paper, and that's kind of what I want to try. So, but I am also interested in the signs. I love these kind of signs, these chalk signs. So just a way easier way to do it, because I don't know about you, but lettering is just not my thing. So, and I of course like quick and easy, as you know, because you've seen me do decoupage. And I tend to do it as fast as I can. So it comes with this board also, and I've still got my glare, sorry. So I'm going to try just a little something on here today, and I'm being completely honest with you guys. I have never done this, so this could be a complete disaster, or it may not be awful. We'll see. Anyway, you might be able to see a little bit better. I don't know, but you can see the screen in the bigger items. I guess you're probably not going to catch it on camera, but it's definitely there. So what you need to do, especially when your stencils or transfers are brand new, is have a clean towel or some other type of clean sort of fuzzy fabric nearby, because they are super duper sticky. And if you wash them off after you're done, that the fuzz will come off the back and they'll be sticky again, and the paint will come off. So you can use these over and over again. Oh, you know what? I'm going to come right back to you guys because I forgot some water. You need to have some water ready to go, like a little tub of water, so that you can put them right in, because once the chalk paint dries, it's just harder to get off. So I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just don't want to mess them up. So I'm going to start with this one that says love, and like I said, I've never done this, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Or, you know, I mean, I get the concept, I just don't know if it's gonna turn out right. So I'm just kind of setting this on the towel. This is a clean towel, and then you're just pulling it off to get, you're just trying to pick up some of the like lint and little fuzzies so that it'll stick, but it's not gonna be like impossible to get off. So I'm gonna kind of try to center this down here near the bottom, because that's where I want it. And I've never put one of these on, so I don't know. Let's just try right there. And you kind of really want to make sure you get it nice and smooth, because you don't want bubbles underneath, because if it lifts, you could get some seepage underneath. So just try to get it. And so here's the cool thing. So say I just totally mess this up and I pull it off and it's crooked or whatever, I can just wash it off and do it again. I seem to have lost my little squeegee, so just give me a second here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, sorry, I'm really excited. I don't know if you guys can tell. I just think this is such a great idea, because not all of us are, I mean, we may be artistic, but that doesn't mean that everything we do comes out, you know, perfect enough for like, or, you know, to look professional. You want stuff that you sell or hang in your house or whatever. You want it to look professional. So I just really think this is an awesome idea. So sorry if I'm a little all over the place today. Okay, so you want your consistency of this to be like yogurt, and right now mine's more like sour cream or something even thicker, like a really thick yogurt. So I'm just going to take regular water and I'm going to give it a spritz, and you don't need to soak it or anything. You're just trying to get a little bit of a thinner consistency. And I have watched YouTube videos, so I'm just getting information from that and doing some reading and things like that, because I didn't get a chance to do this the other night. I just saw my friend's daughter just showed us a quick little thing that she did, because it was a Oktoberfest party. It wasn't really a crafting party. So yeah, but I just fell in love with it like instantly. So I mean, a lot of you may have seen this and you're probably like, big whoopity-doo, like you've never heard of this, but I really hadn't, so I thought it was kind of cool. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of leave that right there for now. And I'm going to dip my squeegee in. And you don't need gobs, but you know, you need enough kind of on it to get a good run across the stencil. So I'm going to make sure this is nice and flat. And then I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start over here and pull the squeegee across. And as you can see how it went right in those? Pull it across again. And you don't want to push too hard because you don't want to drag it out of, you know, the spot where you just put it. So I'm just getting a good coat, and then when I get, you know, where I've got it kind of good, I want to wipe that off and go over it again, just really light, because I don't want to pull it out of the design. So I'm just holding it super soft and just moving it across. I'm barely pressing at all. And the other thing, when you pull them off of, I may have just messed up when I did that, now that I'm thinking about it, but when you pull it off of its backing, the white part, you want to make sure that you put it back on the shiny side. See how this side's like really shiny and this side isn't. And a lot of people write on them, which is what I think I'm going to do too, like back, and that, you know, they just put back on that side, and then they know this is the side that they need to put it back on, because you don't want to, you know, have it stick permanently to its backing. And then the other thing is you're supposed to pull it like from the center, you know, like this, not from the corner, because you don't want to stretch it as you're pulling it. So you want to pull it from here, or like up here from the more the middle, or all the way from the side, that kind of thing. You don't want to pull from the corners so that it messes it up. Okay, so I'm going to go from the bottom, and I'm just going to lift. And like I said, I have no idea if I'm doing it, like if it's going to come out right, because I've never done it before. Sorry, our garbage men are outside. If you can hear banging and crashing, that's why. So I'm just pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Okay, so see, it's like, ta-da, great, great wording. Like I didn't have to struggle and redo and everything. So I'm holding it like this. I don't want the sticky edges to touch other parts or to touch themselves, because it's you know, it's almost impossible to get it apart. So you just want to keep it nice and flat. I'm going to put it right into the water that I have over here. See, so that way it can start, you know, getting rid of that chalk. And then I'll dry it off later and everything, and I can use it again. So that's awesome. And then I'm going to take another one. I think I'm not going to put this on here like totally the way it's supposed to be said, but I'm doing it the way I want to do it. I'm going to put peace, joy, love. I think it's supposed to be peace, love, joy, or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You guys can tell me if that's the right way to say that. I just can't remember, but oh my goodness. Okay, so see, this might be a little tricky, getting them off away from each other right here. So I'll pull it apart, because I haven't seen how anybody does this. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to pull them or cut them. Okay, I guess I'm going to snip them apart, because I don't feel like they're coming apart, and I don't want to tear them or stretch them. So I'm just going to take and cut a little snip along here, down here, and right there. And if you know anything about this and you're screaming at me, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I'm off camera, but I can't really do it where that's at. I want these separate. If you wanted them all together, like you were doing something where, like a big Christmas sign or something, and they would all look good together, then you obviously are not going to want to cut them apart. But I want them cut apart, because that's the way I'm going to use them. I may end up showing you guys some wrapping paper that I'm going to make. So yeah, I don't want them all stuck together anyway. But if you do, don't cut them apart like I am. Okay, so see, I just snipped it out like that. Sorry you couldn't see that part. So I'm going to put it on the towel again just to get it, you know, a little fuzzed up. That other one came off great, so I think that definitely helps. So I put it on, took it off, put it on, took it off. So you can kind of see now there's fuzz. I don't know if the camera will catch that, but I'm going to put this one up here more. I'm going to try to center it as best I can with the love because, you know, now I got to go with where that's at instead of where the holes are. And like I said, if I decide later it's not perfect or whatever, I mean, nothing's going to be perfect, but it's not the way I want it, then I will do it again. Wash it off and do it again. Okay, so I got some more of the paste on my squeegee. And, oops, there's a bubble. I don't want any bubbles. And I'm just going to drag from one side across. And you can see it all go in there. Okay, I'm going to wipe it off. And I noticed a little on my love right here, there's just a little line, I think, from the squeegee. So I'm going to try to be careful and not get those lines if I can help it. So see, it's all a learning process for sure. And I kind of did it there again. You can see the line. So I'm going to go back and start from here. Try not to stop in the middle of the picture. I think that's the biggest trick. All the way across. Okay, and I think I got it all in there. You can look at it and see if it looks like you've dragged any off, you know. And you could do different colors, obviously. I just chose to do this particular sign all in white, but I could, you know, do the piece in green or whatever. Okay, so I'm starting at the corner just to get a lift on it because I don't have the bottom open like I did on the other one. But I'm just barely lifting it, and then I'm going to try to get to the middle here so I can pull it off from the middle. Okay, so there's piece. And I'm putting that in some water. And I'll get them all cleaned off. Wow, it's really stuck on my finger. That part didn't have very much fuzz, obviously. They're definitely sticky. And then I'm going to go for the joy down on the bottom, so I'm going to have to snip it out again real quick. Sorry about that. Had I known, I would have, I kind of thought maybe they were more loose, but they're definitely attached to each other, and I don't want to stretch, like I said. And if you have a better way of doing this, and you know, because you're already have been doing Chalk Couture for a while, let me know. I am definitely open to suggestions or, you know, better ways of doing things, because like I said, I've never done it. So, all right, I'm going to take this one and put it on the towel. And the towel again. This is the tricky part because it does have a border, so you want to make sure that you're not, you know, touching the wet ones. It does dry super fast though, because it is chalk. Like this one might even already be, yeah, that one's dry. The love is already dry. So I'm going to scoot this down a little bit. Right about there. I'm going to tuck this corner. I just don't want it to pull the love off. Pull the love off. So I'm going to kind of, and that might be tricky to squeegee. We'll find out. Doing it together, find out together how it's going to go. Okay, so I got a little more paint, and I'm just going to drag from this side all the way across again. Do it again because it's not as smooth. I need a little bit more on there, I think. I'm going to start over here again. And you can also, they have a lot of stencils that are bigger, and I ordered some, so I'll be doing some things with those, but you can use different colors on the same stencil. I just need to get some more squeegees and things like that, but I'll work on that. Oopsie, I did a little, so you'd be able to see that line, so I don't want that. So I'm going to drag smooth all the way across. Oops, and I went out over here. But I can come back in with a little wet rag and just kind of touch that up. I'm barely just touching. I'm just trying to take away anything that would leave weird lines, like there's kind of a weird line right across here. Okay. And I'm going to lift that one up, and I'm going to start from where I already have it. Go right under and pull from the middle. And put that in the water. Okay, and then I'm just going to get that little spot that you can see right there, right here. And I'm going to wipe that off. I did a little one right there too. Okay, so see, I'm going to add a few more of these cute little decorative things. And then I'll come back and let you guys see. I don't want you to have to sit here and watch. I just wanted you to see this is just such a cool product. And I will put a link below for my webpage if you are interested in getting any of the stencils. And some of my pieces will eventually go on Etsy. I don't think this one obviously will, but just because it's kind of just a trial run. But I definitely am going to do that. You know, maybe I'll just do the snowflake and I'll let you guys stay and watch me do that, and then I'll turn it off the camera. So I'm going to snip it out again because it's stuck. You know, you're probably better off using like an X-Acto blade, but then you're going to be cutting apart the background as well, which, you know, may be easier because then you're going to get the right size for each one, because it's going to be the same size as the piece. But anyway, again, trial run. So sticking it on the towel, and I'm going to put it just a snowflake, kind of like right here. And I'm going to pull from that one side all the way across. And I've got too much on there. I should wash off my squeegee too. And you can see that line right there. I want to get rid of that. Pull from the top this time. Over here the line doesn't matter because it's not in the design. So I barely just touch in there. Got one more little section that I need to. Okay. So there's a snowflake, and I'm going to try, I don't know if this is going to work, so this could be where I destroy it. Try to set it back like right here, down just a little bit more. And I might have little spots that I have to go over, but that's okay. We'll see if this works. If not, I will wipe it off and I'll go wash everything and start over. Sorry, I don't talk much when I'm concentrating. I can't do that. I know I've shared that with you guys before. I'm not great with that. And I can see I went off, so I'm going to have to wipe that off for sure. Just Going super soft and smooth across there. I had extra paint from the last one, so each time I'm just scraping it on the side of the jar so that I'm getting rid of it. And I went off again, so I'll definitely have to fix that. So one thing probably for sure is wash in between if you're going to do like multiples of the same design would be a better idea. I just don't want you guys to have to wait for me to do all that. So see, that's not great. So let me get a washcloth and wipe those little spots off. I think it's really cool how you can use these multiple times though. That's really neat. So I'm just dipping my wash rag in a little bit of water. And not touch the design. Got a clean spot on my rag here. And then there's a little jute like cording that goes up here, but I'm thinking I might try to find like some kind of neat sparkly ribbon or something would look cool just because of the snowflakes and that. But I mean, you can do however you want, but I don't think that's too bad for a first try. I literally have never ever done it before, so I just wanted you guys to see that it is not complicated. I mean, really truly the biggest thing is just keeping everything clean so that it works the way you want it to. But other than that, I would say that's a great easy product. So again, it's Chalk Couture, and I will put my link below. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will talk to you later, and if you want to see more of this, please subscribe. Bye bye now.